Hey y'all, welcome back to Business in Blue. I'm your host, Leia Harper, and today's guest is someone who's breaking barriers in business, serving the city in more ways than one, and leading with faith, family, and purpose. She's a proud U of M graduate, and she's an FCBE alum, and a fun fact, she also happens to be my aunt. Today I want to welcome to the studio owner-operator of Chick-fil-A Uptown Memphis, CeCe Glenn.
Yay.
Welcome, TT.
Thank you for having me.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
A little bit nervous?
Not really.
All right. Let's get into it then. So, first up, we have an icebreaker game. I call it Memphis Moves. I do it with all of my guests, but this time it's going to be food edition. So I'm going to ask you some questions, this or that, and you just answer based off of what you feel.
Okay, let's go.
All right, we're going to start off strong. Beale Street Barbecue or Memphis Soul Food?
Oh, my goodness, that's a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with Memphis Soul Food.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I'm going to say Beale Street
Okay,
Barbecue.
that's
It's
good.
just something about being downtown.
Yeah, you're right.
I
was torn between that one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, a little Chick-fil-A action. Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich, or are you going for the nuggets?
Oh, I'm absolutely going for the original Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich with 2 pickles and toasted bun.
Ooh. Okay. You know what? I can't do pickles on mine.
Really?
I can't.
Oh, my
I'll
goodness.
do.
I love the pickles. I get extra pickles, actually.
I'll do
Yes.
American cheese, but no pickles,
No
Polynesian
pickles for
sauce.
you.
That's all I want. Okay. Sweet tea or lemonade?
Oh, my goodness. I am such a sweet tea girl with lemon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I feel like that's the southern. That's
Yeah,
the southern side of it.
it's
But
the
fun
southern.
fact, I actually don't like either. I can't.
Wow.
I just can't. I don't know why.
Oh,
I just
my
can't get
goodness.
into it.
I love sweet tea.
So would you prefer a breakfast crowd or a dinner rush?
I would say a dinner rush.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree. Coming from a former worker, I 100% would say dinner rush.
Yes.
Last question. A midtown feel or uptown energy?
Oh, come on. We got to say Uptown Energy. I'm Chick-fil-A Uptown Memphis.
I know that's right. All right, so now that we've loosened up, I want to take it back to your college journey. I know that you told me earlier that you're a FCBE alum, which is amazing because that's where this podcast is rooted. That's where we are. Can you share a little bit about your time at the university, how it shaped you as a leader, things that stood out to you? Like, I just want to know, what was CeCe thinking back then? Yes.
So my time here at U of M was just absolutely phenomenal. Everyone from my professors to my instructors were so helpful in my journey. I was at it was almost like a small field, even though I was in a classroom, some with over 100 students, but they made it so personal with every student, and I just loved that. I felt like it was really an open door policy. Like, I can go to them about any concerns that I was having, anything that I was struggling with in that particular subject or class. They were always extremely helpful, and I loved living in Richardson Towers. It's no longer there, though, but my journey here just shaped me so much as an entrepreneur and as a business owner, with strategic thinking, leadership, group projects. All of those things were so helpful, doing those things, hands-on learning right here at the University of Memphis, and providing so many opportunities for internships and collaborating with other businesses here and business leaders here in the Memphis area.
Yeah, I know you touched on group projects and whatnot. Did you really prefer group projects over solo ones?
Well, I did because, it just depends because I was never the slacker in the group. Mm-hmm. So, sometimes it's always a slacker in the group, but that's okay. Yeah. We all come together and get it done. But I did prefer the group projects because it was bouncing ideas off each other and things that I didn't think about that another student in the group would think about. And I thought that was so helpful, just bringing us all together and being open-minded while doing the group projects. So I enjoyed group projects.
Mm-hmm. So I know every entrepreneur has their defining spark, their starting point. What do you think that spark was for you?
That spark was for me is my father was an entrepreneur. So just seeing him owning and running his business on a day-to-day basis, but also being having a huge impact in his community at the same time. So, and then I had several entrepreneurs in my family, from aunts to uncles, and so just seeing them really diving in every day, seeing them working through the challenges, and also creating jobs for people right in their communities had a huge impact. And I was like, man, I just think I just picked up the niche just being around so many entrepreneurs in my family.
Yeah, it's like it was rooted in you.
Yes.
Like that seed was planted.
Absolutely.
It has flourished and grown.
Yes.
I know that becoming an operator is not an easy thing at all. Like, how did that...
Yeah, so it's always a little saying that it's easier to get in the CIA than the CFA. So it's definitely a very competitive process. Chick-fil-A is very intentional about finding the right operator for that community, that Pacific community and location. So I'm very honored. It was a long journey, but I persevered through. I knew that I wanted to be connected, and the cultures and the values that Chick-fil-A stood for, I knew I wanted to be a part of that. So the journey was long, but it was worth the wait.
Yes, 100%. And those times where you felt discouraged or you felt like, oh, this is taking forever, how did you lift yourself up? Like, did you lean on your family? Did you lean on... What was your
that's
source?
A great question. So I leaned heavily on my husband. So like it was a lot of no's, and then I would say, okay, how do I turn that no into a yes? What can I learn from that situation? So I never really really just kind of like wanted to give up. I knew what I wanted, but I knew to myself, I kept asking myself, like, how can I get better? How can I show up a better person every time? So I think in that journey, having the encouragement from my husband, like, you got this, you can do it. Of course, that always helps. But just as an individual, sometimes we think, oh my goodness, this is just taking way too long. Maybe I need to do something else, and you're second guessing yourself. But I just think when you know what you really want and you put your heart into it, the timing will come. Yeah. And so for me, that timing was perfect, even though I look back and I go, wow, that was a long journey. But I'm so grateful for everything that I learned through that waiting season.
Yeah. So you recently just opened your store. Congrats to you.
Thank you.
Congrats. So I want you to go back to that morning when you woke up, when you walked into the store, you cut that ribbon. What feelings did you have in that moment?
Oh, my goodness. So many emotions were going, but just the honor to serve and to be a positive impact in the Uptown community, that was the highlight of my day. And so I am looking so forward to bringing so many opportunities to and partnering with the community on so many different levels. So we had Cow Day, and so many people came out and dressed in their cow outfits, and so everybody was excited. The cow was out, and the support was amazing.
So you said something about Cow Day. What was Cow Day?
So Cow Day is where we ask our guests to come in your favorite cow attire, and you receive a free entree from us. So that was very exciting to see all the cows out in Uptown Memphis.
I love it. So we know that Chick-fil-A is known for my pleasure, a smile, quick service. How do you plan on implementing that in your restaurant up at Uptown?
At Chick-fil-A Uptown Memphis, we want to make every single guest that comes through our drive-thru or our walk-up window feel welcomed, feel cared for, and greet them with nothing but especially Memphis hospitality. And we love that they took time out to come share a meal with us. So we are definitely will be implementing that through our team members and just embracing the Uptown community. So we're super excited to serve them. We're super excited to be there, and we definitely want to make a positive impact.
So you mentioned to me that this is going to be the first DTO store in Memphis. Can you explain to me what DTO is and how that strategy came to play?
Yeah, so a DTO, it's just short for drive-thru only.
Okay.
And so the concept behind that is Chick-fil-A always are looking for innovative ways of what's next and how we can always better ourselves as a brand, and also how we can serve our guests more efficient. So the drive-thru only, we're still giving that same hospitality. We're still giving that great, excellent service with a smile.
My pleasure.
Majority of that will be through the drive-thru at this location. But we do offer a walk-up window as well, where guests can walk up to the window, park the car, walk up to the window, and eat on our patio as well. So but we're going to still deliver that same hospitality. You're going to still get that smile. You're going to still get that amazing food, delicious meal. And so, but part of that is just us being innovative and making sure that we're always looking to see what's going to be next for the brand and for our overall guest satisfaction.
Yeah, that's so exciting. I can't wait to visit.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
So you're opening your location in Uptown Memphis. Where are you located? Like, where can we find y'all? And what does that location mean to you? Like, what's the impact?
Yeah, that location means so much to me because I literally grew up near the restaurant that I'm going to be serving in that community. My high school is literally 4 minutes from the restaurant. So this is it means it's so close to my heart, and I'm so excited to be serving in the area that I was actually born and raised. And so we are located at 550 Uptown Street.
550 Uptown Street,
yes, which is literally right by St. Jude Hospital. And so we are so excited to be a part of the Uptown community and also to invest back into the Uptown community.
Yes, it's like a full circle moment. Like,
it is.
I love that.
Yes.
So I know running a restaurant isn't just about the food, it's about the people. So can you share what leadership training looks like for your team, or a day-to-day basis of what you expect from your team members and your staff?
Yeah, so every day we're looking for opportunities to grow and learn with our team. We will be doing hands-on leadership training with every team member, not just within the restaurant, but also teaching them how to serve our community as well. So we're very intentional about our leadership training. We're very intentional about our team members learning and growing and developing them each and every day. And the goal of that is, if you ever leave Chick-fil-A, you can go anywhere. We actually want to prepare you for whatever that next is for you. And we hope that's Chick-fil-A, but if it's not, we want you to go out with those tools and skills and the leadership principles that we instill in you to use anywhere within your career or your next job.
Yes, I love that you are focusing on the importance of this doesn't have to be your final destination. Like, we want you to move on. We want you to go further than what you can even expect. And I feel like that touches more into more of like, this isn't just a restaurant. Like, this is a part of a community. And I want to know, like, what ways are you all interested in giving back and really being plugged into that community and like welcoming people, and like, what ideas do you all have?
Yeah, so Chick-fil-A is really huge on giving back, especially in the community that we serve in. And we plan on partnering with several organizations. We do have a shared table program where we supply nonprofits and other organizations with a surplus of food that we do not use on a day-to-day basis, and we call that shared table, and we share that food with different local organizations. Feeding America is another one. We partner with like local food banks where we donate and give back, and every Chick-fil-A new restaurant that opens, we donate $25,000 to that local food bank.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're super excited.
Yes, I love that. Of course, I know you very well,
Yeah.
but to our listeners who don't, I wanted to ask you a little bit about your values, because I know you're very big on family, you're very big on your faith. I want to know, how does that affect the way you lead your business and the way that you lead in your own leadership as well?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So family and faith is huge for me, and I lead with that each and every day. And also just knowing that faith and family drive me as a person to just be better, right? Family is huge for me. I'm very intentional on like having date nights, game nights with the family, and spending time and kind of disconnecting from everyday work, but just investing that time with family. So that's huge for me.
Yeah, guys, fun fact, I know that if we're going over CeCe's house, clear the full day, there will be food, laughter, games, music, a little bit of line dancing.
I love it. Yes.
The whole shebang.
We're going to have fun.
Yes, I love it. So as a woman's owner, a woman's business owner here in Memphis, what does it mean for you to step into that role of leadership and to be a role model for young girls in the community?
Yeah, just as a business leader, especially in the community that I'm from and a native Memphian, it means so much. Just being a huge mover and shaker, U of M, rooted, grounded, I bleed blue, how just every step has prepared me for a time like this. From high school, elementary to high school to being a student at U of M have really prepared me for this moment, and to just be able to invest in the lives of young people and to invest in the community is just like, that's why I get up every day to do it. And just to know that I can make my city a better place to live, but also to serve each and every day and to just give back and invest in leadership. We're going to actually launch a leadership program through several high schools that's near the Chick-fil-A Uptown Memphis. And we're going to partner with those high schools, junior and seniors, their last 2 years of high school, to actually implement a leadership academy. And also with our team members where they can come in, they can kind of do like a mini intern. We teach them about interviewing skills, just day-to-day things in business, and just trying to keep building and growing the entrepreneurs here in our great city of Memphis.
Yeah, because I know something that we're pushing here at FCBE is that we're more than a college town, we're a college city. We're a place where students can get plugged in and actually get those real world, real life experiences. And I know a lot of our listeners, they are students, of course. So I wanted to know, what advice would you give our students that want to go into the entrepreneurial business, that want to step into those leadership positions? What advice would you give them preparing for that journey that they're going to take?
Yeah, so one of the advice that I wish I was given early on is to lean into your resources. Get plugged in here on your campus at University of Memphis. Show up, volunteer, make connections. That's very important. And while you're fostering those connections, build those relationships, stay connected, and just get plugged in with anything you want to do, not just as an entrepreneur, but whatever that career path look like for you. Just start digging into people that has already went before you and trying to make those connections. And I think that's huge, just the support and collaboration with people that's already doing what you want to do.
Yeah, and I know that you touched on you wish you couldn't have got that advice before, but I want to ask it in a different way. Looking back on your entire entrepreneurship journey, what's one lesson that you wish you would have learned sooner, or that you would have known, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to perfect this task or perfect this skill? What do you think that is for you?
So I think one thing that I wish I could have learned was like to not focus on the setback so much, but move forward and how I can get better, and not focusing on when things fail, because entrepreneurship can be a lonely journey, right? You can fail, you can grow, you can have high moments, you can have low moments in your journey. So just embracing the setbacks and turning that into positive, and not looking to it as like, oh, I can't go on, or I'm going to give up on this. So embracing the setbacks and turning them into positives.
Focusing back in on your Chick-fil-A, where can we find you guys? Like, are you guys on socials? Do you have a website?
So we are. So Chick-fil-A Uptown Memphis, we're on Instagram, and we're also on Facebook.
You said Chick-fil-A Uptown Memphis?
Yes.
y'all go follow.
Yes, sir. Well, we would love for you to follow us, and we will always be having something going on our social media, whether we're doing something to honor our hometown heroes, or we're honoring nurses, our first responders. So just keep up with us, because we're always gonna have something that we're doing in our community. So we want to bring families and the community together and embrace our amazing city of Memphis.
Yes, ma'am. Now, when you have a whole group of U of M students walk in, we're going to be hungry.
Let's go. Let's go, Tigers.
Yes. Well, CeCe, thank you so much for joining me on Business in Blue. Your story from FCBE alum to now Chick-fil-A operator, owner, it is inspiring not only for me, but for our listeners and so many people as well. Once again, this has been Business in Blue, all things business, all things Memphis.